Good morning everyone. It is 20 to 7 in the morning, but it's Monday the 18th of September, which means it is the first day back at uni. It is a full day in uni today. It is a 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. day. I think it's actually half 3, but 4 p.m. we'll say because I'm not sure. I think it's 9 till 4 p.m. day, which means we will have a lunch break in the middle. Usually they give us like an hour, but we are doing 2 lecture modules today. We've got maths this morning and English this afternoon. Yeah, today we've got maths and English. I've done all the prep work for that, which is good. I have got a couple of bits left to do for my professional studies module, and I also need to check the making change happen module to see if I need to do anything for that, because I don't think there wasn't anything on our like summer prep thing, but there might be something on Moodle to do before the first lecture. Now we've got 1 group project this year and we've got a dissertation, so it's gonna be a busy year, but I am also super excited and also kind of scared because this literally marks the end of uni for me. Like, this is my first day of like school, uni, college ever. Next step for me is like nerve-wracking but also super exciting, and if I manage to get a teaching job, that is also going to be so exciting and such a learning curve as well. Like, there's going to be so much more to learn than what you learn at university. Okay guys, I am completely ready for the day. I was actually going to leave at 8, but I just googled it on like maps for like walking speed, and it says it's only going to take me 13 minutes to get to campus. So if I leave at 8, I'm going to get there by like 15:15. My lectures don't start until 9, so I was like, I'm going to just leave at 15:15 and then get there for like 30:30-ish, because people start turning up in my lecture group like half an hour to 20 minutes early, so I would rather just be there when everyone else turns up and I can get a seat and everything. I also just booked an appointment with this looks kind of cool in the background. I also just booked an appointment with my academic advisor for tomorrow afternoon after my lecture, which, I mean, I could have done it on Friday when I don't have any lectures, but I just was like, I'm already on campus tomorrow, so I may as well just take lunch with me, have lunch, do some work in the library for an hour after my lecture, and then go to my AA meeting. Okay guys, outfit of the day quickly. This jumper is from Matalan. You would have seen it on my try-on haul. Jeans are Levi's. I don't know what style, but they are just like the super high-waisted, super skinny. Vans, of course, the typical ones. I got these when I was in America. Glasses, Vogue eyewear. These earrings, I'm not sure where they're from. The ones in my hoops. My Helix one is from Claire's in the UK. Vogue eyewear, glasses. Rings are all, I think, Pandora bracelets, and then this necklace is Ted Baker. Okay guys, I just got back. It is 4 p.m. I just got back from uni. It was good. It was a good day. Second lecture of English was definitely dragging. It felt like 3.5 hours was just too long. I'm like snackish. I really want a snack, and then I also really need like a cup of tea or something to like re-energize me. But on my way home, I actually went a different way to the way that I went this morning, because I wanted to avoid school pickup, but also because I went to stop in the library and just see what new books they'd got in, because there's been quite a few like new releases that I'm curious about. When I was in there, I found The Atlas Paradox by Olivia Blake available on the shelf, and I was like, okay, well, this is like obviously the second book, but I'm 188 pages through the Atlas 6, and I have been since the end of last month. But I feel like having the second book to go into could kind of give me some motivation to finish off the first book. Obviously, if I don't end up enjoying the first book, then I probably won't pick up this one. But I thought it was so cool that this is available at my local library, so I just decided to pick it up because I also thought it would give me really good encouragement to finish the Atlas 6, because I do need to finish that this month. I'm not gonna lie, I have a bit of a headache. And I think I've talked to you guys about this before. Obviously, I've been having some medical issues the past like year and a half, and don't get me wrong, like I'm in a lot better position since going to doctors and trying new medications and things like that. Like I have been a lot better since March. I am really headachy right now, and I do not want to push my body too much. So I think I'm gonna make a cup of tea, a snack, and then I'm gonna go upstairs with my cup of tea and my snack, and I'm gonna read some more of the book that I'm reading currently. I'm probably gonna read Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J Maas because I'm just dying to get further through that. Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday morning. It is 7:15 right now. I'm a little bit later downstairs than I was yesterday. I woke up at the same time as yesterday, but I just decided to take an extra couple of minutes in bed also. Like, you know when you stick your leg out of your covers and you realise how cold it is? I was out of your bed. That happened this morning, so I was like, I'm not getting out. I'm just gonna continue to eat this and then go and get ready for the day. We've got a practical outside today, so I'm probably gonna wear my boots because they're waterproof, whereas my trainers aren't. I'm in the morning session, and then we've got a whole cohort lecture, which basically means everyone who joined the university for a primary education degree in one room, which is like kind of intimidating. I think we're in a lecture theatre though, and we're never normally in a lecture theatre, we're normally in like classrooms. It's the best way to, they are like lecture rooms, but like they're like with grouped tables. Okay guys, quick outfit of the day. Top is from Mataland, jeans are Levi's, boots are Timberlands, jewelry is all the same as yesterday minus my earrings, but I'm not sure where these ones are from, but they are still little huggies, but just with diamonds in instead of multicolored stones. I'm on my second cup of tea of the morning. I'm also going to take my coat because it has been raining on and off all morning and I don't trust the weather. But yeah, I've got tea, backpack, and then we just need to grab my coat and then we're good to go. I need to get so much better at filming outside of the house, but I just got in. It is around 2 p.m. I think now. Like I'm back earlier than I was yesterday, but I'm so excited. I'm ready to get some work done. I actually went to the library after my lecture for an hour, like I said I would. I think I told you guys that, but I had a meeting with my academic advisor at 1 today, and it actually went over. We were meant to talk for 30 minutes, but I think we ended up talking for like 45 to an hour. But I feel like I really needed that conversation. I've been feeling super stressed, almost overwhelmed, on edge with everything that I have to do this year for third year uni. And this whole conversation, everything has just made me feel so good about this year, and I feel like I'm in a good place, and I feel a lot more positive, and I feel like we've solved a couple of issues that I was having with my IP. She's also given me that extra push to go ahead and message my IP advisor so that I can make a meeting, an appointment with him. And she's also very much so giving me some more confidence in myself. I feel so good after that conversation with her. I feel so like better, more calm, more clear-headed, and I feel like I know where I'm going, so I'm happy with that to the most. Anyway, wanted to show you guys, I stopped at the corner shop on the way home today. Look, it's becoming a theme. Anyway, but the group that I normally sit with, like when we're in group tables, which is quite often for us in our lectures, which is quite rare for university, but we don't really sit in lecture theatres, we just sit in a kind of classroom in group tables, but we normally sit in a group of 6, and the people who I sit with normally bring like a snack that we all share. So yesterday we had chocolate cookies. I mean, when I say we all share, I mean like we literally all have some or one. Today we had Haribos. I didn't have any Haribos today, but we were having a conversation about how one person, like 2 people have brung the snack, so we need to like make it fair. So on my way home I decided to pop into the corner shop and I grabbed some Frutella jewel sticks and also some Mawam stripes. Also got a Fanta fruit twist, and a Costa coffee frappe caramel swirl. I was gonna go to Costa and buy one, and this is just cheaper. It's £1.70. I think I paid £1.79. I think you can get them for cheaper, but I'm happy with £1.79 considering I would have just paid £3, almost £4. Actually, I think Costa's prices went up, so I think it was more like £4 something I would have paid on this. I decided I'm gonna have this with my lunch because I haven't eaten yet. I was just really anxious and overwhelmed and stressed also about my AA meeting because I was worried that she would say that I'm like behind or not on track or not doing well enough. And not that there's any reason for her to say that, but it was just I think me getting in my own head. But I feel really good after that, so I'm gonna take like 10 to 30 minutes. So yeah, let's eat lunch and chill for 30 minutes to an hour, and then I will catch you guys in a bit and we'll do some uni work. Okay guys, I just wanted to give you guys an update. So it is now, what is actually the time? Oh, it's 5:11 in the evening. I just edited my first ever video filmed on my camera. I'm so happy. I'm filming this on my phone because I wanted to make sure that in the editing software there was some like noise problems from my camera, and I think it's because I don't have a like noise muffler. Basically there's like it's like a background humming noise. If you guys know anything about computers, it's like background static, almost like hum noise. I managed to take it out using the app that I use to edit, which is really good. But if you guys know anything about cameras, then let me know in the comments below if that's because I need like a little muffler on the top to stop that sound from coming through. I feel so proud of that. So that's all edited, which means that it's now scheduled to go up tomorrow morning, which is also amazing because that means I'm going to be able to do Wednesday upload, which I didn't want to lose my 2 days a week uploads because you guys seem to really engage when I do 2 days a week. Tomorrow is my last like official day of contact hours, so my last official day of lectures. I'm really grateful because some people had lectures this afternoon as well, whereas we didn't, like my group didn't, which I'm just so happy about. Like I would rather start early, finish earlier than I would go through the have an afternoon lecture. So basically they had the morning off, and then they came in at 11 for the 11 to 12 lead lecture with the whole cohort, and then they had an hour break for like lunch, and then they went into their lecture, like their small group teaching for 2 hours. So I mean, I would just rather do the 2 hour small group teaching in the morning than the lead lecture. And then you get to go home. Or I personally think that on a Tuesday in particular, I'm going to stay in the library until like 4 or 5 in the evening, and then come home for dinner. At least that's what I plan to do every Tuesday, but we will see how that goes. But that's my plan right now. Guys, I got changed. I am wearing a sports top and my joggers. These are literally the only pair of joggers that I own, and the only pair that I've ever fit me nicely. These are from Shein. Don't kill me please in the comments. We're wearing Nike 270s on my feet, and my coat is, I believe, from Mataland. I'm exhausted. Like I can't even tell you guys how tired I am. I feel like I just had like such a excitement rush earlier on, and I still have some work to do for tomorrow. And the thing is, like, I need to check one of the Moodle pages as well, and I'm worried that there's going to be prep work on that as well, and I'm going to be so annoyed if there is. But that's my own fault for having an hour to chill. So I'm going to go to Tesco's. I'm going to get some milk. My laptop ran out of battery. Well, it didn't die, but it was running really low on battery, so I couldn't work on I couldn't keep going with my work because there wasn't enough battery too. So what I'm going to do, go to Tesco's, pick up milk. It's been on charge for a while now, like probably like 45 minutes to an hour. I'm gonna go to Tesco's, pick up the milk that we need for the house. Then I'm gonna unplug my laptop, bring it downstairs, make dinner, and have dinner whilst I work as like motivation. So I know that I'm eating whilst I'm working. I also forgot to say, I will also be taking out my recycling. It's a little bit wet and rainy, but we're gonna go to Tesco's Extra, which is really not that far. In all honesty, I probably should have gone when I came home from uni, but it's okay because at least I'm getting out of the house, because the house is like super stuffy at the moment. Okay guys, it is 9:20 at night. I finished my reading. The reading wasn't actually that bad. I'm not gonna lie, it was very boring. Like very boring. And I'm not gonna lie, did I procrastinate a fair amount? Yes. But did I get a good amount of things done today? Yes. Like I've done reading for my IP. I've kind of set out and portioned. Basically, I did a whole mind map of my IP question, and I've broken it down into key areas that I really want to speak about, and I want to highlight the importance of, or I want to highlight the effect of in my literature review, which therefore means that when I'm researching these literature and these pieces of literature, that then I can put them in that box of they're answering that question that I have, and therefore it can be a subtitle in my literature review. But yeah, we are done for the evening. I am so excited to get into bed. Like honestly guys, I don't know what it is, but if you get me past 9 p.m. right now, I just feel like it's not cute. Who knows? I am gonna get snugly in bed and wait for Luke to come home, and then he's gonna probably have dinner and then come up to bed. I'm sure he hates it, but like I miss him so much when he's at when he's at work, and I also miss him so much when he's not in bed with me, because I put my freezing ass cold feet in between his legs. I'm sure he hates it, or he finds it incredibly adorable but also irritable, but I always put my cold feet in between his legs, and I can't sleep until I can do that. Guys, quick outfit of the day: Hollister jumper, jeans, Levi's, Vans, shoes, same makeup and jewellery as I have been wearing all week, and then coat is Matalag, got a cup of tea, and I got my backpack. Okay, so I didn't really talk to you guys today this morning, because I was running slightly behind, but only because I decided to stay in bed for an extra 30 minutes. But yeah, I don't have to leave as early as I do, but the reason why I do is because of the school rush. Hey guys, and good afternoon. It is Thursday afternoon. It is 20 to 2 in the afternoon. Luke left for work maybe like 10 to 15 minutes ago. I've been putting off giving you guys an update on this vlog because I could just not address the fact that I didn't film yesterday, but I actually want to talk about this because I feel as though a lot of the time whenever I watch people's kind of university videos and things like that, they always seem so fun, they don't seem too stressed, and honestly, like yesterday was a really rough day for me. I started off my morning with a lecture all about my IP, so my independent project, which is basically kind of an equivalent to a dissertation. Then we had an hour and a half break until our next lecture, which was our Making Change Happen module, which is my group project. I'm so happy about our group project. So with the other girls that are in my group, we are working as a group of 3. I'm really happy with my group. Again, I think we're going to really bounce off each other. I think we're all going to carry our workloads separately and together really well. Yeah, I don't know, I'm really happy with my group. I'm really happy with what happened in Making Change Happen. And then afterwards, the person who lectures for our Making Our Change Happen module is also the person who is my IP advisor. After my first lecture about the IP, I just felt really stressed. I felt like my IP question wasn't going to work, that I felt far behind everyone else, and I was just comparing. Some people were like, oh, I'm condensing my reading list, or oh, I'm condensing my readings, and I'm not at the point where I can safely condense my readings at all. I'm at the point where I've got a massive reading list that I need to go into more detail in each link that I have, and I just felt so stressed and so like everything wasn't working. Like my IP question needs to be changed, like my IP cushion wasn't good enough, it wasn't going to be able to show my research, I wasn't even going to be able to research it because it included things inside of school and outside of school. It was like uncontrollable factors. There were so many things going on in my head, and I just felt super negative about the whole situation. So I then caught up with my IP advisor after the lecture, after my second lecture, bearing in mind this is like 4 p.m. now. Actually no, we were meant to finish at 4 p.m. but we finished at 2:30. And I said I was just going to approach my IP supervisor and say, like, basically I would like to set up a appointment with you so that we can have a chat and get on, so I can get on with the IP and feel a little bit more confident, because right now I'm not feeling very confident at all. And we'll put it to the point where my IP supervisor said, well, asked me if I was going to be one of those really hard students to work with, because I said that I had some questions that I already wanted to ask, because I didn't want to go into an IP meeting about the IP and have no questions to ask and then just get nothing out of the meeting. Yeah, and I'm sure it wasn't meant as like a negative way at all, but I think what it was for me is that I'd already had a really bad time. I was already feeling super stressed about it, and then being told that I was going to be hard work didn't make me feel any better at all. Anyway, then me and Luke had like a really chill evening. I won't lie, I did come home and I did have a cry and I had a bit of a meltdown, and I was like, my IP, nothing's gonna work for it. Like, I know that I'm in a shit position right now where a lot of people are like already drafting their literature review. I'm sat here with literature that, like, reading that I still need to finish, and reading that I still need to take like key quotes and things like that from, and I need to critically analyse and XYZ. I haven't even started drafting it yet. And I just feel so like spirally. I was really spiraling out yesterday. I was comparing myself to other people. I was stressed. I was on edge. So yeah, I had a bit of a cry. Luke made some, well, and then we went for a detour to Tesco's. Luke's currently hiding behind my laptop as I'm doing this. So if I'm laughing, stop. It's because of that. But I'm going to end this vlog here. I'm sorry to end it on a bit of a negative note, but I really didn't film that much over Friday, Saturday and Sunday and stuff. But yeah, I would like to say that I am feeling a lot better, and I have had an official meeting with my IP supervisor and we do get on really well. I think, again, like I said in this clip, I was just feeling really negative and overwhelmed in general about the whole situation. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new to it. Like to see more videos from me, and I'll catch you guys all in my next one. Bye. Oh my god, that spot's absolutely massive. I'm gonna just take a half of that up quickly. Don't laugh at me. Look at it, it's like a melon on my face. Anyway.